all season long, so the
sure.
writing was definitely on the wall.
Right.
All right, let's go to the Steelers in the AFC North, where receiver DK Metcalf will be back on the field for Pittsburgh Monday night for that wild card matchup against the Texans after serving a 2-game suspension for getting into an altercation with a fan in the Steelers' Week 16 win over the Lions. Steelers are looking for their first postseason win since the 2016 season, and they'll need their star receiver to do it. Leading up to Metcalf's suspension, the Steelers' offense had been rolling, ranking in the top 10 in points per game, yards per game, and passing yards per game. However, in the final 2 weeks without Metcalf, those numbers decreased without Aaron Rodgers' #1 target on the field. So, Jeff Saturday, I'll start with you. Jeff, does DK Metcalf need to ball out against the Texans in this wild card game?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, I know Aaron Rodgers loves throwing to running backs, right? And Gainwell and Warren have done over 100 catches between them. All that stuff is good. DK Metcalf stretching the defense and being the deep threat. They need defense like Houston, where you know you're going to get pressure. They know there's going to be times where Aaron wants to block it up and chuck that thing deep, and he's going to have to go up and make a play, right? You need, when it gets to be playoff time, it's players over plays. And there are going to be moments in the game where Aaron needs to trust that throw and go for DK. And now you put it, you add the element of being suspended for 2 games. And fortunate you're there, right? You're fortunate a kick doesn't get there, that otherwise you're at home for the offseason, really lamenting, the decision you made. But having this opportunity against defense. And the one thing about Aaron, and I will say this because everybody's talking about the Texans matchup, against a very average offensive line when it comes to, and really against good offensive lines, the Texans' defensive front four can get after you. Aaron Rodgers understands timing of offensive plays and when the ball has to come out. And so he wants to hold it, but he also understands when people blitz or they give him lanes and guess. That's what DK can do extremely well. Catch the ball on the move and go make a 10-yard gain, a 50-yard gain, or go make a 20-yard gain, a touchdown. Those are the things that are going to have to happen for them to upset the Texans, in my opinion.
I agree with you, and from an X's and O's standpoint, he's going to play a big role. To me, and I know this might sound blasphemous to Steelers fans, Stephen A., you included, last week was the important one for all these guys. And I know, hear me out here. If they lose that game, and they easily could have with a 44-yard chippy field goal just went their way, we're talking about Tomlin's future today. We're talking about DK Metcalf and whether or not that was one of the most boneheaded decisions in the world to go and approach that fan, and did he cost his team their entire season? We're talking about Aaron Rodgers last game. We're talking about you let George Pickens walk out the building for a third-round pick. We're questioning everyone from Omar Khan, the GM, to the quarterback Aaron Rodgers not being able to win a home game because he lost a home game against the Detroit Lions in 2022 in a game that they should to win to go into the playoffs.
That's right.
We are questioning every single. We're probably starting off the show talking Steelers yesterday in the worst way possible, but they won. Now, all right, if DK Metcalf plays well, doesn't play well, we're not losing sleep on the whole situation, and we're not doing a complete autopsy on exactly what's wrong with the Steelers as an organization from top to bottom. If they lose in the wild card round to the Texans have a really good defense. They made it to the wild card. They won the division. They had a home playoff game. All right, we could say they should have gone further, but did we really think so? To me, DK Metcalf, does he have to ball out? Sure, it would be nice for him to play well. I don't think it's the life and death nature of last week where if they had lost to the Ravens, DK Metcalf, what did you do in Detroit?
See,
why were you doing that?
I'm surprised by that because I would tell you the opposite.
Okay, I love this.
I look at this playoff thing like the Steelers fans. They don't care about being 9. They don't. I mean 10 and 7. They don't care. They want playoff wins. It's been a long time, and I'm talking to a Steelers fan, so I know you feel this. But I think it actually put a little more on them. Like, this is a big deal. Like, them winning a playoff game matters. You don't bring Aaron Rodgers in to make the playoffs. And if you're one and done, especially because the way – and listen, make no apologies for winning the NFL. And but – it was fluky. Like, however I won a lot of fluky games. I get it. Like, I'm not.
You'll take it.
I'll take them every day and every day twice on Sunday.
Win.
But man, like, this team to me is going to be defined on playoff and playoff only. Everybody's tired of being just okay.
That's where I was going.
Yeah,
you're completely wrong.
Hear me out.
You're completely wrong. Not because of what you're saying. The details of what you're saying are on point. I'm saying it ain't go away because they won last week. First of all, we know your ass should have lost.
Yeah.
Because that missed field goal by Luke. I mean, that you're not supposed to win that game. And Boswell missing the extra point. Are you kidding me? I mean, you got to be kidding me, all right? And for Aaron Rodgers to ball out the way that he did, that pass to Thielen, that pass to Frymouth, that's what we want to see. See, all of this dipping and dunking, all right? Quick screenplay. I'm tired of all of that. Why? Because of the inordinate amount of times they do it. Because you're saying we don't have the courage, we don't have the confidence that we can go downfield. So to see Frymouth downfield, to see Thielen downfield, okay? To see you hit on Austin down the field, to see that. We want to see that. That's what we want to see from Aaron Rodgers. That's what we want to see from a passing game, particularly when you let go of George Pickens. That's a third-round pick, okay? I'm looking at DK Metcalf. Let's keep it a buck. And I love him. I love him as a person, and I love him as a receiver. Only thing that I would say to the brother is this. DK Metcalf, do you understand what forget me, I ain't saying nothing, man. I got nothing but love for you. They do too. Do you understand how you would have felt if the Steelers season was over because you were not on that field? Could you imagine what his offseason? It'd have killed him. It'd have killed him. It'd have been the worst possible thing. The fan wanted to provoke that kind of reaction.
For sure. Yeah.
It's set up for you to do that. That's what hecklers are hoping you will do.
That's right.
Don't give it to them, okay? Trust me, I know a thing or two about hecklers. Okay, I know a thing or two about hecklers, okay? Trust me, all right? What I'm saying to you is that don't fall for that. On the field, do you know that DK Metcalf only had 200-yard receiving games this year?
Yeah.
Out of the 15 he played. Let me give you some of the games, some of the other games in terms of the numbers. 42 yards receiving, 55 yards receiving, 32, 22, 49, 35. One game against Indianapolis, he had 6 yards.
Yeah.
6 yards. I'm looking at it right here. The numbers are right here. 6 yards. 55, 50, 32, 20. I gave you, there's 12 games here.
Yeah.
These numbers are nothing. And so when you think about it, you got a playoff game.
Yep.
Now let me go there.
And that's why they brought you in.
Let me remind you. I don't believe they should have gave up Pickens once they got him. I thought they should have kept Pickens with him. That's me personally. But here's the deal. Okay, so you ain't won a playoff game since 2016. And we talk about, you know how all of us feel about Mike Tomlin. Okay? We revere the man, but you ain't won a playoff game since 2016. You're 0-6 in that span.
Yeah.
Do you know they've been outscored 73-0 in the first quarter of those games?
Yes.
73-0
Yeah.
in the first quarter of those playoff games.
Yeah.
And each one of those playoff games, they've been down by at least 21 points.
That's insane.
And one of those was to Cleveland.
Yes. So what I'm saying to you is that Steeler fans know this.
Right.
All of this noise you talking about, all that win in Baltimore, it delayed everything you said
in a second. Okay.
Yeah.
A week.
All right.
A week.
To me, I was
8
thinking.
days. 8 days because it's Monday night, not Sunday.
The gravity
8 days.
had they lost.
That's right. And I'm telling you, I promise you, they lose, particularly in similar fashion, come Monday night in Pittsburgh to those dogs in Houston, the way they come at you, those Rough Riders, if they lose in similar fashion, it will be an 8 to 9 day delay. And right then, next Tuesday,
same thing.
I'll see you, and it'll be the same thing. This is not going away. You brought here with a playoff game. You want the noise about Mike Tomlin, you want it to stop? Got to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Noise about DK Metcalf, got to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers, got to win a playoff game.
Yeah.
Got to win this playoff game, okay?
Yeah.
Omar Khan, that's who I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Got to win a playoff game.
Got to win it.
Got to win a playoff game.
But here's the thing. It's a good matchup.
Yeah.
It's not a crazy.
Because Houston's offense is not that strong.
But their offense, and the way that the Steelers' defense, they can give you problems. And Stroud's going to have to be able to push the ball down the field. And I get there was some blown coverage the other night and all that. But other than the blown coverages, they were stingy.
Other than the blown coverage.
Well,
I think Zay Flowers just scored another touchdown.
I get it. But
Not
listen,
He's back in the end zone.
I've been in a locker where you're like, hey, man, this is what happened on those, and two of the same, almost exact same play, right?
Both the same
yeah. So as you're looking at these things from a defensive standpoint, you go back and go, hey, that's correctable. That ain't like we just got hit in the face and can't stop it. Let me tell you the difference. The Steelers from the other night and the 49ers from the other night. You come back from the 49ers, you're like, Bo,
what do we do?
I just got punched in the mouth and couldn't do nothing about it. The Steelers go, blew some assignments, gave up some, but man, we played a little. That is the
only part you're missing. They gave up points early. They came back down 10-0, came back, blah, blah, blah. That Houston defense, you can't give them a 10-point
you can't give them no room. Yep, you can't give them
that's
no room.
that's what I'm about. You can't spot Houston 10 points. Not that defense. No. Not that defense. You can't spot them
They're
10 foot
vicious.
because they. And remember, Aaron Rodgers is a stationary target. He ain't running no more.
Yeah.
He's a stationary target for the most part. That's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
What did Tomlin do to the camera?
Yeah, and then blew a kiss. Blew a kiss.
No. When he blew the kiss, like it could have easily been kiss off. It could have easily been that. And I don't blame him.
That's
And
how
I
I
don't blame
read
him.
it.
That's a team that's
And I don't blame
read
him.
it. Look.
But Houston, it ain't happened
they
yet.
will.
He should have said, do that when you win the playoff game.
Yeah.